Let me get this Corvette out of my system. I had no mental preparation for this fucking podcast. But we're here with Jennifer and Bradley. Post Fools and Ghouls 2, Fresh to Death. How was it, Jennifer?
Cool. It was good. There's a recap online, and if you were there, you were there. Thank you for coming. It was a really fun night. I was really satisfied with it. I am very thankful to anybody that spent any amount of time there, even just pulled up just to say hi. It was a very busy night, and so I'm sorry if I couldn't spend a lot of time, with like a lot of people, but I did just try to introduce myself to people I didn't know and thank them for coming, and any friends that I saw that I had even mentioned it to ended up pulling up to. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate Chris, for giving me the opportunity to host, for even asking me to host. That was cool. I hope to work with him in the future. It was a really fun time. It was a really smooth process. It was awesome.
Did you have a good time, Bradley?
Oh, yeah. Stayed till closing time.
Yeah, thankfully Bradley stayed and helped me clean a little bit. Bradley and Riley. Thank y'all.
What was Riley? What was he dressed as?
He was Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
In the church form.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I barely even remember him at all.
Yeah.
So that'll let you know how my night went.
Yeah.
The damn Hennessy got me.
I wish I could have gotten drunk at my event. I want to be like faded at Fools.
Next year.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I gotta find people to take care of.
I think even if you had people there taking care of everything and I don't even think you would still drink. I really don't even think you would be getting drunk.
I think it's just the professional in me.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't even. Would you though if you were like everything's taken care of? I'm good.
If I trusted that I would be in good hands and that people can make rational decisions, yes.
There you go. Pull up on Instagram. I want to watch the recap.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that without.
Yeah, maybe it was a bad question. My bad.
Yeah.
God, I think it was on Jennifer's.
It's on the Hellas account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there, now let's watch it. Fuck, I forgot to put the goddamn Bluetooth.
Don't you just press it? Oh, no, you have to like connect it?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, this is on the road.
I think you can. I think you can just do the volume up, right?
Yeah, see where that blue little button is?
I think you can just bring the volume.
I'm a little loud, but that's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are.
I think in ways, you asked how could I improve the next one?
Yeah, I just wondered. Goat picture right there. Oh my god, I hate seeing myself dance.
Me too. Hey, girl.
They were a vibe, man.
Yes.
I like that.
They were dancing. Who were they?
I don't know. I literally forget, but thank y'all. Y'all were moving. Everybody who like talked to me about it like the next day, they were like, dude, Sandy and that Slender Man. Like they were going off.
And dancing because they were fun.
They were so fun. But that's kind of what I really liked is there's like a couple clips in here where you kind of see different groups, but they're all kind of merging together and they're
Did you make that video?
No, it was all Chris, man. Chris was literally, I was the what if, or like the picture this, like that's how the conversation would start. Or he would be like, I kind of want to do this, but like in your style of this. And we would just merge ideas and he was just a creative force in that, like literally. And, I was like, it was after we were done designing like the print and the shirt and stuff, we were just kind of finalizing like little things before we ordered. And and he let me know. And like this fucking blew my mind. But this is also like how I operate. So I had just like this immense respect to him after he told me this. We were sitting down looking at the final t-shirt design, and I was at season 3. And then he goes, you know, I have no idea how to do these things, but I didn't want to say no. I just wanted to figure it out. So he continually, everything he taught himself, like in Photoshop or in whatever he was using, he just, instead of just telling me like, I don't know how to do that, or I don't think that's doable, he just fucking did it. You know what I mean? And I just really fucking respected that, because in a way, I'm the same way. It's just like, I will find a way. I will figure it out. I will make it work, you know? And I think that is what, I think that's a testament to how the first event went, the Laugh Now, Cry Later, even this Fools and Ghouls Fresh to Death. I feel like the people I was working with, we were always like, we're just going to make it work, or we're just going to, you know, and I really just respect Chris just for like not even stressing me out about it, not even just like, not that I would have been stressed, but he just took it on. You know, like he was going to attempt it before telling me like, no, it's not doable, or like whatever.
Well, good job, Christopher.
Yeah,
You did a
dude.
good
Like
job.
I just, that was just so
I
fucking
invited
cool
him to come
me.
be on today, but
He's
whatever.
busy. Probably.
Yeah, busy sleeping, but whatever.
He's tired.
Are you planning on doing a Valentine's Day thing?
I don't know. It would be cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool. I'd love to have a little goth Valentine party.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one was cool too. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how it just, you know, we hyped it up and just like that, it's gone.
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. It was a whole month or even more.
Hey man, it was Fools and Ghouls season.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak about it like it's like this huge fucking thing, but like I'm literally manifesting it to be something big one day. Whether like that's through like more shirts, or whether through like having that be like a gateway to like me learning how to DJ, because I think that is a goal. And I was talking to my friends about it last night, is like I love building playlists, and I got like a lot of compliments on it, and I've always just loved building playlists, and I've loved just merging of music, and I think that's why like I think Dave Parley is so cool, you know, and just certain genres and shit like that, like 3-6 Mafia, you know, like I think like their stuff is really cool, just kind of how it merges things, or so like I would like to like slowly dedicate myself to like having fun and like DJing my own like little baby playlists. Like not necessarily becoming a DJ, but just kind of, if this is what I want to hear, if this is what I want to run to, or what I want to, you know, have an event to, I want to be able to like engineer my own vibe in that sense.
Here's why I say you should DJ the next one whenever you do it. Because my one complaint, it wasn't my party. I didn't have any like financial backing in it. But 2-3 people were like, "Can I change the music?" And I was like, "No, it's not it's not the idea behind this." And I think you would ruin. Like I think like a few people, and I was like, "Don't even ask her." Like, no, it's a no.
I know. We had somebody at the very first Fools and Ghouls last year. Another DJ tried to take over, and that did not fly well. You know what I mean? And the last playlist for the Valentine party, that was like a big collaborative thing, and we had Jade at the time. You know what I mean? That helped, just pretty much helped it run smoothly, but she didn't necessarily do like a lot of mixing. And so because like, and Jade ended up leaving town. You know,
Shout out to her though.
Yeah, hey girl.
Snake Pit Warrior.
Yes. But because she moved, I just didn't want to go through the process of finding a DJ. Whenever Chris and I pretty much finalized a date and an event and everything, we had about 6 weeks to make it happen. You know what I mean? So, and also like, I don't think I've like really like come across people musically that I do know that DJ that would even want to take on something like this. You know what I mean? Or even that people were like aware that these kind of events happen and stuff like that. So I don't know who I could even find a DJ that would be like able to like be open enough and like almost be like a sponge and like challenge themselves to do something different. So if I can't find that, maybe I can just teach myself. I'm not trying to be like fucking anything crazy.
What's that fella's name? Marshmallow?
The
DJ Marshmallow?
Oh.
I'm no Armin van Buren, but
Paris Hilton or whoever the fuck.
oh my God, that's Ugh,
Is she a DJ?
Yeah.
I knew it.
She's so cute. I love her.
When I showed up, Jim was doing the playlist. I was like, let me look at it. The first thing she said, do not fucking add any music. I was like, I'm not.
No, yeah, 3 people asked me.
I asked Chris if he wanted to add anything. I was like, is there anything like in particular you want to like listen to, you want to move to? I don't want to ruin your vibe.
Chris has a funny taste in music. I'll just say that.
Does he?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
It's
Like what?
kinda- well, you heard it when we were setting up on Friday a little bit.
Yeah, you listen to Dance Gavin Dance.
The Christian, there's nothing wrong
We
with
were
listening
listening, you
to
were
Christian
listening
rock.
to Creed.
Look, I like Creed, but a lot of
LOL.
people will talk shit about it.
He's a
So
Chevelle dad.
Fuck them, because I like the shit too, but a lot of people are like, ugh.
No,
a lot of people like to talk a lot of shit.
I just
but-
like to clown on shit like
But,
that.
you know,
Because I have the
you know,
most immaculate music taste.
when you try to be cool and throw a Friendsgiving and people like to complain about a lot of shit.
Oh
fuck
my
you,
God.
Fuck you guys. Either you're gonna fucking welcome like somebody trying to be nice or not. This is for everything actually. So fuck you guys. Chris, actually your music's good. I like your music choice. I take back what I
is this
fucking
a fuck you Jen podcast or what?
yeah. This is. I'm salty already. I've been heated.
Roy.
I've been heated since 15 minutes ago. No, it's not a fuck. This is a congrats, Jen. You did a good thing, and I hope you. This is I know we did this like a few months ago where like we need to do once a month where we all just do it together, no guest.
Mm-hmm.
But this is coming off of a very hot event, I know you're a lot of your extra time that you do have was just dedicated to that. So
Yes.
I mean, now you can relax and
Yeah.
and
I had
ponder.
such a busy like just summer, August, September, November, October. Like September, I was out of town that one weekend with you. I
hairstyles.
helped. Yeah, I was in like 3 photo shoots, I believe. And then I was also planning Fools on the Low, announcing it. And then October was, of course, preparing for Fools. Pretty much every spare time that I had was like spent meeting over it or just trying to figure out what we can do to make things work, investing into it, like literally financially. And then I also had a quick trip I had to take.
I was super stressed about that, by the way, people.
Yeah, I was in Mexico for a few days.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I was in the motherland for like a second. Ate good. I came back very grateful for the life I live here in the States.
The land of the free.
As torn down as Matamoros, Mexico was, as I don't want to say it like it just is a different world. It's a different world and it's almost shocking to see. But
You could walk across and be a different world. It's crazy.
no, that's literally what it
Like a
was. I was
line.
3 minutes over the border and I was in a different world. And as broken as it looked to me, it was also so beautiful. There was so much greenery. People took pride in what they had. People were moving already up in like the city was like just alive and moving and it was just a normal town. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just kind of was just like, damn.
I would like to make a trip to Mexico one day. I want to go to Mexico City.
The food was so good. I had such good food. I had Mexican Coke. It was so spicy, so good.
You drank the water, did you?
No.
What is it called? Like Montezuma's Revenge or some shit like that.
What is that?
I just heard some people talk about when they go to Mexico, you come back with the shits, and that's what it's called, or something like that.
Is it because you drink the water?
Something, either the water or the whatever. But
Well, okay, I will
shit,
say
forgot what I was about to say.
I didn't have tummy problems like that. But when my friend and I boarded the first plane in Brownsville, Texas, so we woke up, got transported back to Texas, and then from there we went to the airport and we waited for a flight. As soon as I sat down in the plane, I got like the spins like really, really bad, and I got really lightheaded. And on the plane ride, like literally was in distress because I was like getting pale and clammy and I was like fighting for my life up there. I didn't have tummy problems. I just literally thought I was going to just slump forward. So I spent the rest of my travels with a little migraine and just a little dizzy.
You had a very busy month.
I had a very busy month, and as soon as I landed back, it was right back to work. I had clients, and in between that, I was taking care of somebody, and in between that, I was setting up for Fools. and getting glammed up and squeezing in workouts because I had to get right for the event. And
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think
I utilized the shit out of my 24 hours.
your inclusion of merch was pretty cool.
Yeah,
The
that was,
shirts.
and that was kind of just because I was working with season 3. I was working with Chris.
Shout out to these
Because I
cool
knew
sweaters.
we were gonna get like a really good turnout, and I'm not saying that ignorantly, but people were so excited about it. You know what I mean? I knew we were gonna get people in there, so why not highlight this brand, this streetwear brand? But also, and I mean this like in not like any type of way, but like I'm not a streetwear girl I'm not a streetwear girl, but I wanted to create something that I knew I would wear, and that was just very reminiscent of like, if you see me wearing it, you know I'm gonna wear my own shit. I wear like a lot of band shirts, a lot of metal shirts, a lot of horror shirts. And I wear like a lot of long sleeves. That's what I order from places like Studio House or like Graveyard Goods. Like I buy these like really like intricate knockoffs for like horror movies that are like long sleeves, and they've got the printed sleeves and stuff. And so I figured that would be like the hella soft touch. You know what I mean? To like the season 3 collab is I wanted to make a hella soft horror metal long sleeve, you know, but with Chris's creative touch, he wanted to add like this cinema thing, like it's spooky season. Let's do like a horror movie poster. Let's do a print. And that's just,
Once I get that framed, we'll put it in here, but I need to get it framed first.
yeah, I need to get mine framed too.
Shout out to Beetlejuice and the people out there talking loud.
Hell yeah. Shout out Halloween City. But
Dude, we have like 5 different fucking Halloween stores. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
So once Halloween is over, is this really truly your depression season?
yeah, so I'm really excited to like, okay, I'm like so contradicting because I have been so busy. I am very excited just to have no plans.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be like a little cozy girl, a little homebody. I'm going to be saving my money. You know, like that is my plan. I only have one trip planned for this month. Hopefully. But yeah, the holidays just fuck me up. The holiday, I am terrified of like the last 2 weeks of November onward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally once it's New Year's Day, I'm fine.
Really?
Once it's
Man,
New
this
Year's
is my
Day, I'm
favorite time of
fine.
the year too, man.
No, dude, I am like, and I'm not even trying to bring this into any dark way, but like I am literally fucking not okay in the winter. So like, I'm gonna just keep myself super busy. I'm gonna really pour myself back into work. I'm gonna start just really like looking into ways to like keep myself busy like physically, and maybe just still pour myself into like education in different ways, like for myself. You know what I mean? Just to kind of keep my mind active in that sense. Because I know like this is gonna happen every year. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, you can train with me because we got to do the Thanksgiving, whatever the fuck.
the turkey trot. Yeah, I do need to start
Oh.
running because I cut out cardio for my workout routine.
Yeah,
Recently.
I forgot. You weren't here for that. I volunteered us because we're going to give out backpacks. Or what are we going to do with the 806er?
Okay.
Give out something to the little kids or something.
When is this? Is
Probably
it?
in December.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I told them, like, we're going to be there. So, yeah, you can
Okay,
have that to
yeah.
do.
For sure.
Snake
like-
season, man. It's a lot of. I love this month. My favorite month of the year, of course.
Lots of gratitude. Lots of good fucking food. And big,
know, I can't
big
wait to make
fluffy jackets.
I can't wait to make some food.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Make pumpkin pies.
Get to wear hoodies all the time and
Shout out to
sweats
season
and
3.
fuzzy
These
socks.
really cool hoodies.
Those are cool. I like that color block.
As soon as I walked in there today, I was like, dude, I gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Could wear that to tech game.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. We can go to
That'd
some
be
tech
sick.
games. Basketball's about to start.
Cool.
That'll be
I don't
fun.
know how that is played.
It's just fun to be there. I don't
Okay.
really understand basketball either, if we're being.
I've never been to like a professional game of any sort.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think the only thing I ever saw like sport event wise is one time when I was little, our school took us on a field trip to go see the Cotton Kings. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the hockey team.
Yeah, I was really little.
Izzy Money just came up on some
I
hockey
saw
jerseys.
those. Those are fucking
Jesus.
sick. I
They're
think he
like
only had
double
like
X.
1 or 2 left. That's all he had.
Yeah, they're like 3-4X. I thought about buying one, but I'm like, kind of want it small. I know they're supposed to fit a little bigger, but I was like, that's too big. That's like a dress. I don't want to wear that. But you
Hell yeah.
came up, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
So y'all
That's
go
like
shop.
the only sporting event I ever think I went to. I think I was
Yeah,
like,
we were talking about going to baseball games next year. So if you want to go with us to the Rangers in Arlington, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's different. Like going to the event is way different.
Okay.
You don't even have to fucking
Know what's going
know
on.
what's going on. Just go.
Is it just fun?
Just go. Being there is fun. Getting drunk's fun. But of course, I like baseball, so I'm gonna be.
All my clients that go to like tech games, I'm like, oh, how was it? They're like, oh my God, it was so hot. It was miserable and getting out was blah, blah, blah. They just like make it sound awful. So I'm like, what?
See, people complain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I mean, I would think like it would just be like hype.
Oh no, it's so fucking fun. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm hot in that motherfucker. It's fun though. Especially because you can drink there now. Oh,
like I feel like it's like the equivalent to like a concert, right? In a sense, like the excitement.
Yeah, it's the same thing almost. Pretty much. As you're watching somebody perform, it's fucking cool. Yeah, the tech basketball games will be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be insane because they'll be good this year. So we can go to those.
Wow.
I think they'll be cheap.
I do want to go to the Georgetown game.
They're playing here?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to go to that one. I'll have to secure us tickets to the Texas game because there's no way I'm not going to that one.
We're going to go. When is Ancient Aliens?
Oh, January 22nd, Sunday.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There's still great seats, so we're going to go to that.
Looking forward to that.
You want to go to that? We're going to get tickets on Friday.
Maybe.
I'm going to get them for his birthday.
What the fuck you mean, maybe?
I've never even seen Ancient Aliens.
Fuck you.
So what is it going to be?
It's those guys. They're going to be doing like a live panel, talking shit and all that. It's going to be awesome. I hope we get to meet them.
No, I was telling Ray about it, and she loves Ancient Aliens.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, did you know they're coming? And she was like, what are they going to do? Do they have, like, things with them? And I was like, I really don't know what it is.
I think they're doing like a seminar and they'll be probably playing some of their shit.
Is it just like a live podcast, essentially?
I think. And then like maybe do an episode. I don't know. But I remember this was like, I'm not that old as these two, but back when
Roy turns 26 next week, and he's broken over it. Obviously.
Oh my God! No, I'm in my prime though. Back when before streaming, there was. I remember how excited I was to get TiVo because you could do on demand, and you could record.
What is that?
It's part of the sweater, I think.
I thought it was a little spider. I was like, oh no, they're colored red.
Well, actually, even before TiVo, when it was just cable, it is weird how I've said it before, how my love for things went from, because I remember when Mondays was like Bizarre Foods.
Oh, like Travel Channel, like Fridays or Saturdays was like the spooky TV show day.
Yeah, that's when Zach Baggins had his shit, was on Fridays. So Monday was like Travel Channel. I think Tuesdays was Man vs. Food. Wednesday was like a cartoon. Thursday was Jersey Shore. And then Friday was another like, because that's when I was like a kid. So I was watching like Nickelodeon movies. So I had all these things planned out the way I do with podcasts now, So I remember like coming home on the weekend, and Ancient Aliens was new on Fridays. This was when it was cool because it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now it's like Bigfoot and bullshit, but it was cool back then. And I remember like being obsessed with it. And I'm trying to fucking find a way to steal the intro to it to put on my podcast because it's a fucking cool intro.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you can just mock it.
Oh, the Snake Cast, the one you guys have to pay for. But yeah. Yeah, so I really love Giorgio. Can you look up Ancient Aliens in the cast, please? I like so I'm super excited to see those fellas.
Who has a lighter?
Little Wayne.
Wow.
There might be one behind there.
Wow, because it's literally empty. Oh, there's like liquid in there. Oh my God. Did you see that? Fucking crack lighter.
That Giorgio guy. Giorgio? I'm not even going to try to say his last name. I'm so excited to see this guy in real life.
Oh, the mean person?
Yeah.
I thought you said mean. Not mean. One day I would like to do a podcast with him. Now that I think about it, I could ask him to try to come on when he's here. Yeah, so that guy, man, I fucking love this guy. It used to be so fucking cool. Yeah, so we'll be doing that in January.
I wish we can get Zach Baggins on the podcast one day.
Maybe one day
That's the Ghost Hunters
before he
guy,
dies.
right?
Before he dies or something. I don't know.
Ew.
Would you ever visit his
Yes.
place he has in Vegas?
Yes.
I've
Haven't
seen.
you?
Yeah, it's a museum. I would love to go.
I've seen videos where people go. It seems like it's very like
People still faint.
energetic.
People still get like pushed and shit. Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Still spooky season out
They
here.
have the Dybbuk box. It's always spooky season around me.
Do you know about the mirror that they have?
The Bela Lugosi mirror.
Yeah, is it Bella? I didn't know that.
They have Bela Lugosi's mirror.
How like there's like a warning, like if you stare at it or something like that.
It's supposed to like just you get like bad luck and shit like that. You can see shit in the mirror.
Would you look through it? Yeah. Would you?
It's just
No.
I feel like
I don't even know if I'd go to that.
man, that would be crazy. And I've like gone like down like a YouTube like rabbit hole of people who have visited and they've like gotten followed by shit, or they'll just have like bouts of bad luck after going. Because I don't know if you have to sign something or if like your ticket says on the back like they are not responsible for anything that happens to you post visit.
Oh, I'm sure people attempted to sue them
Hell
before.
yeah.
That's
You really
why
can't though. Like you can't prove that shit.
Yeah. And so, but they just have that general warning, or you have to just pretty much agree. I don't know.
Yeah.
My friend
a
went
waiver.
recently. Yeah.
There was a movie about this, and it became a legal case. I mean, he like it just came out maybe last year or this year. He like murdered people, and then he said the devil made him do it. Is that what it's called?
That's The Conjuring 3.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's a real. That's a real story.
Hey, have you heard this shit recently? This is like I've never like
Went to the
obviously
Supreme
like
Court.
I know who the Warrens are, whatever. I've never like really like looked into them like that, but people were saying, I guess like shit's coming out that they were for sure frauds. They were scam artists.
Of course they were.
And Ed Warren was a pedo who had a girl living in the basement.
Yeah, I've always
And Lorraine knew
heard-
about it.
I've always heard stuff like that, like years ago, people saying that they were, I mean, they've always said they were frauds, but
Yeah. Like the actual like shit about that is crazy.
well, apparently they're making another Conjuring movie. I don't know what story they're going to go off of, but apparently that era that they're doing, it's going to be interesting how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because the first three, it's about them like loving each other and everything. But apparently the era that they're doing it is when Ed Warren had the 14-year-old girlfriend and she knew about it. So I don't even know if they're going to include that in the movie.
They should.
Yeah.
Or I recently watched I saw the first Conjuring
Such a
recently.
good movie.
What year was it? Can you look that up?
What?
2013.
No, the Warrens. 'Cause I'm
It
gonna
was
make,
like 60s.
I'm gonna make a very bold statement here soon.
Okay.
If I could get it. But I recently watched The Conjuring again. Here, hold on.
It was the 50s, 40s.
But
40s, 50s, 60s onwards, I think.
when I
I
saw
would think like 60s onward.
when I first saw the first one, it scared me pretty
The
bad.
first one scared the shit out of me.
and I
dude.
saw it in theaters. That was my first like horror movie to see
I
in
saw
theaters.
that one when it premiered.
But I guess I was always afraid of it because after it happened, I had some very like bad luck happen like with my family. So I was always like scared of it. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. That was my first time
Was it
watching it.
corny?
I wouldn't say it's corny. I still like it.
It's a really good movie.
The first one's
It's
really
like a
good.
good ghost story, dude. It's
And
pretty
then-
intense.
And then I saw the second one for the first time. I actually really like the second
The
one.
second one's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The day after I got out of jail, I went to watch the second one. That's how I remember that one. My uncle took me.
The third one was really bad.
I'm not some jailbait anyways. I just went. It was crazy. That's why I remember.
It sucks because James Wan didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, that's why you could tell.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make a bold statement here.
Okay.
Yes, it's wrong, obviously, to date a 14-year-old girl or anybody under 18 now. I would even agree. If you're fucking in your 50s dating an 18-year-old, it's weird. But I wonder what it was viewed like in the 50s and 60s. Was it okay? You know, did people say, hey, what were they like? Yeah, that's normal.
So I'm actually currently watching a series on Peacock called Friend of the Family. And it's about a family. It's based on true events. And there's a documentary on Netflix about it called Abducted in Plain Sight. But it's essentially about this family of 5. It was a married couple. They had 3 girls. and they were family friends with this other family called the Birchtolds. I think that's what their names were. Broberg. Anyways, so, and they were a family. They had kids as well. They were like super close. This was like the 70s. And to the point to where the father of one family kidnapped one of the girls, kept her for I think 3 weeks. They came back. He convinced the girl to run off with him to marry him. And at the time, the authorities can't do anything about it because she agreed to be engaged to him. So she went of her own volition, but she was 14 years old. So they weren't able to get her back because she was it didn't matter if she was a minor. She went of her own volition. So they had to respect her.
Well, by state, I think age of consent was way younger.
Yeah, so she was 14. And then also a term that I thought was crazy is I don't know what year this series is supposed to be based on, but it's in the 70s. And the FBI investigator he's telling the families, the mom and dad are sat down, and he's like, have you ever heard of the term pedophile? And the family, of course, didn't know what that was. Oh, yeah. And the FBI agent said, I recently heard about it myself. So, I mean, and that just kind of goes to show just psychology was so, I guess, fresh in that sense. These terms are barely coming out. So I don't think this was
right.
It probably was not frowned upon like it should have been.
It's my understanding that Elvis, or what's her name?
Priscilla.
Her parents were like, yeah, take her. Can you give us some money? Take her.
He met her in another country, because she was an army kid.
Yeah, and they're like,
yeah, they met in Germany.
It was I guess it was. It wasn't really a weird thing to do.
But I think the way the state looked at it was, once you were married,
that's your.
It was that, and then we don't want to disrespect because they would separate by state and church. Mm-hmm. So. He's like, that's the church's deal. That's not our deal. So they didn't do anything by it.
Yeah.
But it's wild. Even old couples today, sometimes you'll occasionally meet an old married couple where they say that homegirl was 15 and he was 27. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's different.
And they end up having 6 kids.
Yeah, I think it was he wanted somebody young to have kids. And she was like, I want to go with the man who's going to provide for me. I think that was the whole spiel of it all. I don't even know if it was
with the
weird.
Warrens?
No, just the whole age gap. Just I know a lot of Mexicans like that. That was the case for Mexicans.
That is crazy.
We need to get married, and because I think I heard in a podcast that if you weren't married by a certain age, you were an outcast in society. Women, if they weren't married by young 20s.
Was this just a woman thing, or was this a female Mexican thing?
It's a society.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I think it's American thing. People were
I still know some people that kind of have those.
There was hospitals where you dropped off your bastard kids.
Because you're too old?
No, because if you had a kid out of wedlock, you were maybe that was a bad word, but you're a bastard. You would go live in a home with other people.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Or women would be sent away.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Ted Bundy's mom.
Really?
She sent him to that because she had him out of wedlock or some shit. This shit's recent, and this shit's recently been for the better.
Well, now there's different ways to meet each other and then to get married. Mm-hmm. But back then, it was if you saw a woman who was single, you better get her right now because you don't even know when's the next single woman you're going to see.
I think
that's just how it was.
What you were going to say though, society is still like that, but I think it's different. People can still view you like that, but you can get a job, you can go to school. I don't even think you had opportunities.
Yeah.
Real life opportunities, if that was your life. I think now everything's a little bit better. You can.
Oh yeah, no. I know some people that are very their families will kind of pressure them, or they will feel the pressure of I'm not married by 22. I should be married. I should have babies. I don't know why I'm not good enough type shit. You know what I mean? So.
Well, the story I told you about my grandparents were before my grandpa moved to Green Bay, mm-hmm. He asked my grandma to marry her. And at first she said no. And then he goes, well, if you don't marry me, I have someone else I know will. God. And I mean, if it wasn't for that, I would have never been here.
Oh my gosh.
So
Jeez, you
I wouldn't be
be
here.
Wisconsin.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, things are different back then. Shout out to Ed and no, not shout out
No,
to them.
I guess not.
No, not anymore. Those-
So is it like an actual thing? Like,
Did you see this on TikTok?
No, I've heard about it, but there's been so many people that have been trying to like
There's like memes
take
about
them
it
down
now.
for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
There's like
dead now, right?
I think that they're both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he passed away first.
They did a whole franchise over that. Made a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, I recently saw The Exorcist on Halloween in theaters for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it obviously multiple times, but this was my first time seeing it in theaters.
Was it creepy?
I can't stop thinking about it.
Wait, you saw The Exorcist in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see it at?
Premiere. Halloween night.
Oh shit, they were showing it. Oh shit, I wish I knew about that. What?
I went last minute with Sinya.
I
She was the one who
I've
wanted to go
seen
watch it.
I saw it at Alamo probably like 3 years ago.
Mhm.
It's a very different seeing it in theaters than
It was. I understand how people got like. I was like sitting up straight towards the end because I was like,
Was it packed?
nope.
Ooh, even worse.
it's.
Yeah.
I love The Exorcist so much just because how like faith driven the movie is. It really questions like, it makes you understand why some people will lose faith. And
Oh yeah.
That's why I like number 3.
even when you're a part of the church.
But that's the thing. Is like, and I was trying to explain this to Sinya is like, I really do see The Exorcist as like how Hereditary or how Exorcist 3 is for me as like a comfort film, or I can just watch it at home. You know what I mean? But because it's such a fucking intelligent film, and it is so well made. The script, people's lines, they just have so much intention behind them. You know what I mean? Like there are so many quotable moments in that movie, and there's so many like, I don't know, like it is just such a beautiful film to me.
What's wild is,
And just so seeing it in theaters, it was different. Like those quiet long pauses and like those like weird like little things that you would hear. It was just
even from the beginning, like when you see the Pazuzu, like
the jump
statue,
scares were
yeah.
fucking crazy. Yeah, well we were fucking late because of course we're late because so we missed like the first like 10 minutes
I'm
of
like,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, she was shook when there was a statue in the bedroom. I was like, had we been here on time, you wouldn't know.
It's wild how like the church itself actually praises the movie.
Yeah.
Because even like my mom like likes it.
Mhm.
My mom told me this crazy story because when she was a little girl and her sisters, my aunts and uncles, they were all little kids. But she told me this story that I guess my grandpa went to go see it, loved it like so much. For some reason, he was just like, I should take the whole family.
You told me
And then
about
he
that.
took
Yeah,
the whole family and they watched it.
it's a good
like-
movie. It's
like
it's a slow burn.
Mhm.
It's a horror movie, yeah, because it's got like spouts of it here and there, but it's a drama, essentially.
I
Oh,
need to sit
when
down and watch it again.
when
It's so good.
when his
I'll
mom's
rewatch
voice
it.
comes out of Reagan
Yes.
and like speaking Italian, like
Yes.
that's wild.
Yeah, no, that was, and just Linda Blair legit was like only like 12 years old
Doing all
when
that
she
weird
did that.
shit.
She broke her back doing it, seeing, even like hearing these things that she was saying, like, it's fucking crazy that a child in like probably 1971, 72 is when they made this movie because it was released in 73, I believe.
Mhm.
So it's just like that early on, they were having a child say these things, act like that, do these mannerisms, and
And it's wild to be that young and then be nominated for Academy Award from that, and then
The makeup
having your
was so
career
good.
just
Hey, did you guys hear about that?
had really good makeup too.
The Native American girl that won an Academy Awards like in the 70s.
yeah with Marlon Brando
You
one.
guys know what I'm talking about, right?
John Wayne.
Yeah.
She was advocating for the Native American, which good for her, and they rightfully deserved moment to advocate for them. Well, her sisters came out and were like, that girl's not even Native American. Her sisters were like, we're Mexican. She's not fucking Native. She's lying about her heritage. She's not even Native American. So
Damn.
she was a fraud as well.
Dude,
But she spoke out for something that she believed in.
Yeah, but then all the people are like, this really discredits it.
Well,
this sucks because it was a good moment. For
John Wayne was still a fucking Nazi, though.
I don't know. I never grew up with John Wayne.
well, Marlon Brando spoke out a lot when it came to
He's the one who gave her the she accepted the award in his place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
She's a fraud.
Yeah.
I once saw the Spike Lee interview. You know who Spike Lee is, right?
Of course.
Well, anyways, I guess after he did Do the Right Thing, he had met Marlon Brando, and Marlon Brando had told him, like, if you ever can, I want you to direct a film talking about the discrimination and the genocide of Native Americans. But I just thought it was interesting that he went to Spike Lee and told him just because of what he did would Do the Right Thing. So
Marlon Brando. That's an interesting character too.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he was gay.
Apparently him and Richard Pryor were doing it.
Yeah, he would go to Cuba. They would all go to Cuba and do the gay acts with this man called the Superman.
Wow.
There's some backstories for you guys on the podcast tonight. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Just saying, apparently he was.
Nice.
Different time.
But no, I was a little upset that Alamo didn't show anything on Halloween night. So
Yeah, they played Howl's Moving Castle.
yeah.
And I was like, the hell's wrong with y'all?
But I did my own double feature. I started with The Shining and ended the night with Night of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Went on Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
When was that? Monday?
Yeah.
I went to the corn maze, and that was a very confusing corn maze. You guys did a good job this year.
Was it
We got
harder?
lost in that motherfucker. Yeah, it was.
Was it cold?
No, not really. It was spooky. It was dark, and
Were y'all,
These little kids
were
were
there like
being
a lot of
loud.
people?
they were all being loud and shining the lights, and my mom was getting mad at them. It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was all burned out from the weekend to do anything crazy. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to do just a movie night. I didn't want to be walking around and being cold.
Oh,
My
yeah,
throat
you went
was
to the movie.
hurting.
You went to The Exorcist. I thought you went on Sunday. Yes, yes. I was feeling a little sick all
Yes,
week
yes.
last week, and I didn't tell you.
He didn't tell
I didn't want to
me.
ruin.
He didn't tell me. He noticed Sunday night that I had a really stuffy nose, and he was
Yeah, my
like,
bad.
"Yeah, I think I've been sick the last few days." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, my throat's really been hurting." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Well, okay."
Sorry.
Yeah, so I was kind of icky the next day on Halloween, but I toughed it out.
Sorry. I didn't want you to be stressed even more on fools and ghouls.
I wouldn't be stressed about anything. I would have just been like, "Go blow your nose."
I will say, I was telling Roy and Chris this earlier that it seems like every year when Halloween comes around, when Halloween night comes, there's like a part of me that feels like unsatisfied because I'm like, I feel like I didn't do
Like you didn't do enough,
Didn't do
or like
enough.
you didn't like take advantage of your spooky season.
But this year, like I really took advantage. Like I've really, but by when Night of the Living Dead ended, I was like, it was a good ass Halloween.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like, this month, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm always just sad to see spooky season end, you know, because of what we talked about earlier at the season impression, you know. But like, this month, like any kind of free time that I did have at the house, I really was just like thankful for it. So I would like sit down and watch a movie, and because it was spooky season, there were just so many things to watch. You know what I mean? So I think I really got back into like the motion of like putting on a really old film and putting my phone away. So it's like I don't have to necessarily go to the movies all the time to do that. Like I was able to like literally part myself from my phone and like watch movies. So I was also really satisfied with like my movie spooky season. So I feel like I'm excited to like keep watching more movies that I
Barbarian's on the streaming platforms.
want to watch Barbarian
And,
again.
So is Terrifier 2, if you want to watch that,
Hell yeah.
which is out now. Lords of Film, episode 18.
Shout out Splatter Slashers.
That's what they call it.
Terrifier 2.
But
Nice.
we did start.
It's defined as an American splatter splasher.
Nice.
Slasher.
American.
We did start spooky season off right, watching Nosferatu.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was in September. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a cool fucking experience.
Like ever since we watched that,
That was cool.
I got hooked on just watching horror
When are
films.
we doing that?
What's up?
Nosferatu.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I forgot about that. That was cool.
Mhm. David Gordon Green is also doing The Exorcist
As a series or a movie?
film.
And then they're doing Friday the 13th prequel series.
A24 is for
fucking
Peacock.
Bunch of titties and blood
Glitter
and glitter.
and lots of coke
I don't know
or
why I
something.
called them that. Boobs, a bunch of boobs. I hate that word.
What'd you
I don't
say?
know, nothing. Bunch of naked women in fucking blood and glitter. It's gonna be pretty cool. Not the well,
You know what I want to rewatch? I want to rewatch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It was pretty fun. That was a fun one.
So that video you sent me is how it ended.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So like Pete Davidson was the first death in the film or whatever, and that's pretty much a whodunit. 'Cause it's like who killed him, and they get so paranoid and they're all on drugs because they were all gonna just ask to trip away the hurricane that they were in, and so they're all going through it and they're all trying to figure out who killed their friends. They start getting paranoid, start killing each other essentially, and then at the very end of the movie, they find his phone, they unlock it. And he was trying to make a TikTok of himself playing with the sword, and he accidentally slit his own throat. So nobody killed him. He fucked up trying to do a TikTok.
Damn.
Yep.
I recently saw a real life video, something like that.
Oh no.
It's crazy.
So Jen, today I told everyone, I'm telling you right now.
Mm-hmm.
So first off, like I just want to say that, it's been a blessing having y'all as friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't ask, for anyone better. Don't worry, it's not sad.
Okay.
I'm not saying goodbye or anything.
Okay.
But I've been talking about going to UT. That's always been my dream. But I've made a decision that I am not going to go to UT anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I will stay here in Lubbock, Texas, and I would go to grad school starting this January at Texas Tech University because I just come to the realization that everything that we have, through the podcast, with season 3, Chris, Swag, everyone, like it's been a blessing having y'all as friends. And I couldn't ask for any. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Like, y'all are just a blessing.
Love you, Bradley.
But love y'all too. But I just come to the realization that, if I were to move to Austin, I pretty much would be starting from square one.
Yeah.
And even from that, I would have to pay rent, and I'd be working day and night trying to pay the
The
rent.
most expensive place
And
in
on top
America.
of that, I don't even think I would have time to really create the way I want to create. So, I talked to some professors. Right now, I'm trying to work on becoming a TA, becoming a teaching assistant there. I've been substitute teaching at Friendship right now.
Uh-huh.
And another thing I'm trying to get into is working because I did KTXT through the radio at Tech, but that was just volunteer. Right now, I'm trying to get like a little small job working for KTXT.
Yeah.
So it helps that I know people here. And
Yes,
I can
of
continue,
course.
doing
I'm so
great
happy to
things here.
hear that. Like, and I mean, I just wanted to kick your ass about applying to school in general because, you're fucking intelligent and you know what you want. And I know I don't want it to be like what do I want to do? What if, like I want you to just fucking go for it, So whether that's here or Austin or wherever you fucking go, I'm just glad you're going back to school.
Well,
I'm glad you're
and
going to pour into yourself like that.
I just think for me, if I were to go to UT, I would have to wait until this upcoming fall.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's a 2-year program.
Mm-hmm.
Where here, I could start right away and it's only 1 year.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
So-
good. And
Because-
thank you for like sticking with us. You know what I mean? Like I love our little community.
Because I think, with Fools and Ghouls, like I really came to the realization that I can't leave this. Like,
Aw.
it's like I want to have cool friends like that over there.
Not with those pussies.
They don't have fucking Splenda. I don't want you to have friends that are like, I don't know, peasant sweetener. I don't want you to have friends like
It's
that.
expensive over there, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I wasn't a fan of Austin when I went.
It's not what it used to be.
It was whack.
If I was living in
I had a lot of fun. But I'm just saying, like, I almost thrifted some pants that were $18. I don't know. I had to stop myself. Like, bitch, you're not gonna pay 18 at a thrift store.
You pay that here.
No, I wouldn't at a thrift store. At a Goodwill? No. I'm gonna pay $6.
My bad.
I'm not. My little puny $18 purchase, I was not going to contribute
These vintage
towards the inflation of vintage people
These
that are
vintage people
with
are
their
gonna make it
delusions.
$18
I know.
very soon.
Well, and look, and we talk about it all the time, but with us doing this, we've come a long way within a year. Roy's been doing it longer, and we can really make something truly special here, I feel.
Oh yeah.
And because this is, I don't want to say it's untouched land, but it's small enough where it can become something big. I don't want to go to Austin where it's already Hollywood. It's just one of those things where I feel like here we could really truly make something and become like something.
I want it to,
yeah.
and I think like you guys have just kind of already like put in like so much groundwork and we've all just kind of had our hands in different projects and just different ideas and passions or whatever. And it's like, I don't know, like there is still so much work to be done here, and like still so much community to build and people to meet and people to spotlight and opportunities to be taken, and I feel like so many times, and I always say this, but people are so quick to say that Lubbock is an unoriginal city, and that people that do things here are just copying what's happening in bigger cities. But is it copying, or why can't Lubbock have these things? Why can't Lubbock have a Cholo Goth night? Why can't Lubbock have a big podcast? Why can't Lubbock have a really big news station? You know what I mean? Like,
everything I do is a copy.
Like-
So whatever they
like-
say, fuck them.
why do you have to run from your hometown when you can just create it here, or when we
I've
have
never been
avenues
bored
that
here.
have been created here?
I've never been bored here. And
I
since
mean,
been
I've
doing
had
this-
like
since
I've
been
had
doing-
FOMO, you know what I mean? Like being
Since,
here, but it's also just kind of like I really believe like I'm going to do the best I can while I'm here. I'm not going to like regret being here, because I'm not going to be like one of those looking asses that's like, Lubbock fucking sucks, but this is all you have going for you. You know what I mean? I know I'm going to take over what I can in Lubbock, and whenever I advance on, hey, if I took on my hometown, I could take on any other place. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to have that confidence, but I'm going to have those connections back home always. And the connections here, like you said, all roads lead to Lubbock. The connections I have in
Certainly
Dallas
do.
are the people I knew in Lubbock. The connections I have in Austin, like all roads lead back here, So it's just like, of course I'm going to love my community. Of course I'm going to pour into my community. Even my friend Sammy was telling me about that. He was like, I always know you as like my friend that like is just all about like her community. And I don't know, like when they were doing my makeup Saturday, they told me that. They were like, I talk about you like good things. But when I describe you, I describe like how you look, and I describe like that she's just down for her community. And I want to be known like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I wish people describe me like none. It is what it is.
I love you, Sammy.
Shout out to those fellas with their pictures.
That was Wyatt and Shelby.
Oh, Wyatt pulled up with Sammy.
Yes.
So
Yes.
shout out to Wyatt.
Hey.
I was wondering
Y2K hotties.
who I had an unsafe number. It was his number. He had texted me pictures that he took on my phone or his phone.
LOL.
Sorry, buddy. You should have made me pay. Like I was with their backdrop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys.
You literally were like, take a picture of me.
I did. I did. That was the one. That was the
Right.
one really good one we got.
Like an hour into like the event, I go to look at the pictures that are developing, and they had Roy's name on them, and I flipped them over, and they're all pictures of Roy, just of himself, like not even with people
Well,
yet.
to be fair, I paid for
and they were
one.
all the same.
I paid for one, and he didn't like it, so he redid it. And then the other two, I don't remember taking. I have 4.
There were some that were like this. There were some that he was just like this. There were some where he was like this. Like
We didn't get to take a snake pit.
I know.
Um,
I didn't even get to take a picture with my mans.
Man.
You took
I'm-
pictures of everybody else. Don't get mad at
Yeah,
me.
because they're pulling me in. They're pulling me in.
They were doing that to
Hey,
me
but there's
too.
a video of y'all dancing with each
Yeah.
other.
Man, I hate seeing Sundance.
You're
There's
so cute.
technically
Fucking
there.
cousin video.
Technically there is, but you just see me in the background creeping.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Your damn cousin taking videos of me.
hey Ariana.
Shout out to those.
Space cowboy.
It was a good time.
Your little costume was so cute. You had a good ass costume.
Thank
did.
you.
I like the Sandy Cheeks costume. Ramona and Rhiannon had sick costumes. Rhiannon was Maxine from X,
They look
and
good.
then Ramona was Kathy Bates.
Chris and Swag had really cool costumes too, man.
Uh-huh.
Josh really stole the
Man,
party.
Chris couldn't fucking hear out of his mask. The whole night he was like, "What?"
That's thick rubber
What?
too.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
He was the real deal.
I really love Josh's uniform.
yeah,
Teen Wolf.
because both days,
What'd
yeah,
I say?
yeah, both days. He gave me like a really motivating talk Friday night during a smoke session in Cinya's car, and it was. I like he like hyped me up and he motivated. He gave me the talk I needed to hear that night. But it was just so funny because he was like covered in fur up into right here and he was like all brown. And like Friday night, he had like the arms and the legs with fur and he had like a basketball uniform.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it.
And so he was literally like trying to give me like encouraging advice. And he was like, yeah, you're that girl, Jen. Hell yeah. Like he was just, it was just so funny. I was like, LOL, Teen Wolf is giving me life advice.
I blame him for the Hennessy.
Yeah, when he showed up, I ran up. I was like, dude, you fucking sold the show. And he goes, no.
He's so cool. He never sent me the song he wanted. He wanted me to just drop a song in the middle of the playlist so he could do a certain dance, but he never sent me the song. It was a Teen Wolf
He was
song.
a lizard.
He was a lizard. He,
Yeah,
We don't
he
listen to this.
because I was like, bro, I love your costume. He goes, nah, bro, I love yours. Yours is so great because of the simplicity of it.
oh
'Cause
my
that's what he was saying.
That
he was
Hennessy
cozy. He looked like he was
Hennessy
cozy the
fine.
whole time.
Fucking Hennessy.
Alyssa Corinne had a beautiful costume. Her Britney Spears, honestly, for you. That was cool. Even her Madonna costume is sick.
I guess I didn't see it.
Friday at
Yeah,
Skeleton.
he was-
Did y'all ever watch?
LOL Josh.
Did y'all ever watch Teen Wolf the show?
No.
No, I didn't.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I did. Buster, but what's his name? I don't remember. No, that's a different guy.
Who?
Nobody. Thinking baseball right now. Fuck, that is Josh. Oh my god.
Yeah, because I guess he did it again Halloween night, right?
Yeah.
He
looked
wore
different.
he wore this shirt, like the lumberjack shirt.
Yeah, he had like different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Alyssa had
Different iterations of it.
yeah. They had yeah. Maybe next year we can do a costume contest
This was it.
for fools. Yeah. That would be sick, a costume contest.
That'd be pretty fun.
Chris is already sending me ideas for next year's promos. So
Jesus.
He said he was
he's
already
ready.
he said he was already trying to figure out what he wants to be next Halloween.
Hey man.
I know what I'm going to be next Halloween.
Y'all have a year.
I
You'll have
have
a
it
year
in
to
my
plan
head.
your outfits. The
It-
category
be a Star
next
Wars
year is
character.
going to be camp as fuck.
if I lose enough weight and gain as much muscle, I really want to be like I really will shave my head and be Bane, the Tom Hardy Bane.
I'm
Oh
gonna,
my god.
Yeah,
Would you
I'm
wear the
I'm
mask?
gonna be a Star
Yeah,
Wars
I will.
character.
Like speak? Yeah.
Are you are you participating in the little challenge I threw up in the group message?
Wait, say like
What
yeah.
challenge is it?
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
No porn. You got to do. You don't have. There's no number count, but you got to do push-ups, sit-ups, air squats, and pull-ups every day. You can choose how many you do. But yeah, all body weight every day for November. I'm also not drinking this whole month, other than 3 days of the month. So we'll see how much weight I lose. We did that muscle challenge. I lost fucking 5 pounds. I didn't even gain muscle.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost 5 pounds.
I've been strength training recently, so I cut out cardio.
I want his jacket. We need to do some cardio.
yeah. If I lose enough weight and gain some good muscle, I will do this.
You should. That'd be cool.
I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, but I'm in
That's how
chubby.
I feel. If I get muscle, I want to be what's his name? Liu Kang.
Mhm.
If I ever feel confident, I have like muscle like that. him or Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I just gotta look
God,
like
he's
that.
huge. And that's also AGH, man. He's huge.
I think my dream Halloween costume is either Playboy Bunny or Elvira. One day when I have the body for that.
I saw a lot of people be Elvira this year.
Yeah. Kylie Jenner's Elvira was pretty sick.
What I was thinking of.
She went all out. I think it's cool when celebrities go all out like that for
If I had
Halloween because they
money,
have
I
the
would.
money.
Hell yeah, if I had money.
Heidi Klum was a worm.
That was weird.
Did y'all see P. Diddy?
He was the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, it was honestly, like, he did the voice too.
He
He was honestly better than Jared Leto.
Oh, I bet he was.
No, he was Heath Ledger's.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You said I love how
Don't disrespect
Jared Leto
my guy
has
like
no
that.
business in this, and you just want to shit on him real quick.
Don't disrespect my boy like that.
You're like, yeah, no, I know it wasn't that Joker, but anyways, it's still better than his.
Kanye on the Holocaust.
Just you're like, it's still better than Morbius.
I want to be him one year too, though. Actually,
The Joker?
that's one of my favorite characters of all time.
That's really cool.
He got into a fight with
I
somebody.
loved my corpse paint this year. Looked fucking sick.
It did.
I got lots of compliments on it.
True. I love the creature.
He sounds like Mark Hamill, the Joker.
Oh my god, Dio is Tyler the Creator Igor this year.
This is top tier. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. It's gonna be a glorious night when you brother the power of the creator. Let's go.
Oh, I knew I was going to bring up something. You know, Skeletor was cool. And the people who throw these things, I thought you guys were like progressive and, you know, social justice warriors. I saw fucking blackface at Skeletor this year.
That's what someone was
Is that
telling
what
me.
it was?
We'll see. Yeah, I thought it was
That's what someone
blackface.
was telling me too. I was like, really?
Yeah, motherfucker. We'll see. I'm not even going to say who because I want to see if people are like, yeah, it was.
What was the costume?
I don't know.
They had like an anime wig on. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
Does it fucking matter what the costume was when you're fucking
not
putting
really.
black?
I mean, there's
when there's
people
white skin behind the black paint, I don't think it
Yeah.
really matters.
people have done cosplays and costumes without having.
And those
to
are the
tint
people
their
that be
skin.
calling people out and shit. I'm like, oh, you guys are.
I know.
Yeah,
I know someone back in the day when like it didn't really matter. Whitest person you'll meet. He was Tupac.
Dude, there was a video on Twitter of a little kid. He was Michael Jordan. And he had a black, his face was painted black
Jesus.
to look like, which I mean, I get it's bad, but it's like, is it really? He was like a little kid. He wanted to be Michael Jordan. I don't know if it was, like, I mean,
His parents could have been like, "No, baby, you can be Michael Jordan and not have to."
I guess it's on his parents.
Yeah, it fucking is.
So
You're just gonna be like, he's a little boy who painted him, who bought him the fucking
It was
paint.
funny.
Someone we know did blackface, and he had that photo still on Facebook. I was like, bro, you gotta delete that before. Huh? I'll tell you.
Don't tell me after one was done, anyways.
But let's just say he was Lil Wayne.
Oh, I know a lot of people that did that. I know a
No.
lot of people that did
Yeah.
that way. Yeah. I thought I'd bring that up. Thought you guys were about, you know, anti all that, which is it was wrong. It's wrong to do, but I thought
Yeah.
you guys were about that, but apparently not. Whenever it's your own, it's okay.
Have y'all?
I wonder if anybody even approached them about it though. You know, because it's like obviously.
It was so obvious. I was drunk at that, and it was obvious.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the video? It's some guy. He's interviewing people like on a college campus, but he's wearing a poncho with a fake
I've
mustache
seen that
and a
video.
sombrero.
Like, does this offend you?
Yeah, and all these people are like, "Well, it's not your culture. You can't celebrate it." And then he goes to the video and starts interviewing all these Mexicans, and they're like, "Does this costume offend you?" They go, "No, bro, I love it. Come on, like,
Yeah, all
let's
the
just-
Mexicans
yeah."
were liking it, and all the fucking college kids were like, "What the fuck?" I did see some blackface kids on. There's like a video. Then they were like dressed as prisoners, and they had their face painted black. It was like 3 high schoolers. Did y'all see
I
that
did
video?
see that. Yeah,
Like
they're
Utah.
like cops or whatever that were like people were dressed as cops with them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like, damn.
well, extreme.
Oh,
Kids are
I bet
stupid.
you Halloween's like 80s, 90s, 2000s. I'm sure they
Oh
were.
my god. I would say up until like the mid 2000s, I would say people were still doing shit like that.
Story. It's about Puerto Ricans and like gang wars with, with other neighborhoods. But it's crazy because you see the Puerto Ricans, you could tell they're white people, but they're all in brown face.
All heavily contoured and shit.
One of my favorite movies, The Alamo. That's how they did it.
They always complain about Jack Black and Nacho Libre, but what's funny is Mexicans love the shit out of Nacho Libre.
Yeah, it's
I
funny.
know I do.
Who the fuck complains? Fuck them.
It's like, what are you complaining about next? Robert Downey Jr. and fucking Tropic Thunder?
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
That's funny because I think Jamie Foxx said, us black people, we give him a pass. He did it so well. He's good. He's the last actor to ever be in blackface, like ever. Like that's it. Like it's not allowed.
Really?
Yeah.
To do it.
Yeah, he'll be the last actor to ever be in blackface.
Wow.
Did you ever see Jimmy Kimmel's blackface?
Mm-hmm. Did you see Jimmy Kimmel's? So they both did it. Jimmy Fallon was Chris Rock in an SNL skit.
That's what I said, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, Jimmy Fallon, but then Jimmy Kimmel, who when he did the Man Show, he was Karl Malone.
Yeah, he was Karl Malone.
Yeah.
It's crazy how wild shit is if you really dig, because Karl Malone had a 14-year-old wife, and when he was an old ass man too.
Who's Karl Malone?
He's the second highest scoring NBA player of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a. Not that I give a fuck,
Hell, this is Jimmy Fallon as Chris Rock. This was on an SNL skit. So
But that's a little different if you ask me, because he's being a character, a specific character.
Well,
That one to the
I
left
don't
is
know who that is.
pretty wild. That's what the guy at Skeletor looked like to me.
I don't know what they
Yeah,
were
right
supposed to
there.
be.
Yes. It's so shitty.
It's Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. I hate Jimmy Kimmel now. He's annoying. He used to be cool. Because I was going to end this podcast on a kind of a sad note.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to say this without crying. I already know I am.
I stayed off of Instagram.
I don't even know if I can fucking say it because I'm thinking about something else. God damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Before we get out of here, to be serious, I'm sure the news will have already broken out to the public by the time we release this podcast. I'm gonna try to say it without being weird. A man who was influential in the art scene and in that certain genre of people in Lubbock, Texas. I know he meant a great deal to some people here. He was a son. He was a brother, probably. He might have had siblings. He had friends. He died today, and in a very unfortunate way. So my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family. But still, you were loved by people, and you are a human being. So my thoughts and prayers go out to your family and to your friends. I know you meant a great deal to them, and that really sucks. And I think that's going to be a devastating blow to that community here.
Yes.
I know he was a big foundation in that. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know who he is. I want to use this time to say that to anybody listening, because this is my podcast. I am Rattlesnake Roy. I try to express how I view the world to you guys, and I try to be a good man. I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I try to be somebody that I want to be proud of. So I want to send a message to you guys that if you thinking that you're alone, if you think that you're not loved, if you're sad and you're in that dark place, then I want to say it does get better. People do love you. People care about you. And if you're sad and you feel like nobody's listening, we here will listen to you. I think, you don't owe anybody anything in this world, but I think if you have friends, you should listen to them. You should just be quiet and listen to them. Hug your friends, tell them you love them. Hug your brother, your partner, your mother. Tell them, I think we should do a better job at listening to people. because you never fucking know where they are in their life. You know, I don't know. I can't read minds, so I try to be. The message my mom has always told me is to be kind, and I think we should be kind to one another, because it's, you know, this is life can be hard and it can be dark, and you never know where somebody's at in life. And it's very unfortunate what happened today. And I'm hoping that we can do better as people to help people get out of that. I think we owe it to our friends, like I'm saying, we owe it to the ones we love to listen to them and to make sure that they feel loved, so things like this don't happen. You know, I don't know the situation. I do know, here's where I'm gonna cry. I do know what it's like to lose a friend. And I know that's hard. And, you know, I'm sorry to those people. And it sucks. Things like this happen in life. And I hope I could do a better job of relaying the message that, you know, we're here for anybody who needs us. And we're here to listen and we're here to love. You know, the world, the news, everything, these forces try to divide us and make us look like enemies to each other. But we're not. We're human beings. You know, we're all on the same fucking road. And I think, I'm just saying, you know, you are loved, people. That was my whole message. You are loved. You know, your life matters. You matter. You have purpose in this life. Don't think you don't. Don't think you're not loved, because you are. We here love you. If anything, I hope that means something. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody involved in this situation. It's a dark day in Lubbock, Texas. I'll say that, man. And
he was a lover of the community.
he was. He
supported everything local.
He had a studio in the art scene. You know, he did a lot of great things for the community.
Yes.
I will say that. And
regardless what you thought of him,
have
empathy for the pain he was going through.
Yeah.
Have empathy for his friends
for
affected, for
his mother, his family, his friends, and that's
the community that he's affected.
That's who I'm thinking of right now, because I'm friends with his friend, so I know that is I know that pain. It fucking sucks, and
that's so scary.
It's a very unfortunate thing, and just hope we can all make a difference in people's lives, because I mean, in my honest opinion, these things shouldn't happen, but they do, and I think we could work to eliminating that from happening. Again, be kind to your friends. You know me, I shit talk a lot. I say I have a lot of haters and a lot of this and that, but I am a hater, but I try to be nice to people. I try to respect people and respect life. We should do that. And, you know, if I challenge you guys to be like that, be kinder, you know, text your friend you love them, or, you know, text your friend, go hug your friend. Don't be afraid to love your friend and express your love towards your friends, and express like that you give a fuck about them to them, because maybe that's what they need to hear. And yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to all of y'all and to the city. It's gonna be that's a tough one, man. This is gonna be I already know it shook the scene a little bit.
The art trail is gonna be weird.
It is. The art scene in Lubbock's going to be a lot different now. And, yeah, we should, you know, I can only do what I can do in my life, and I will work to make changes in my life that can help people not feel that way and not be in that dark spot, because God only knows what he was going through. You know, it was a very awful thing, a very weird thing. And I'm sorry if I'm being disrespectful. I'm just trying to relay how I view the world. And I think we can be nicer to each other and respect each other. You know, you don't even have to like people. You just be kind and respect them. You don't have to like people, but you never know what people are going through. So, you know, when you speak to people, you should probably think twice about the things you say. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but, you know, your words go a long way. And in both ends of this, so...
I just, if I can speak on this a little bit, I rest in paradise, Peter Keltz. I will say your name. We might not have been like friends, but I definitely did, you know, consider him a sweet person. You know what I mean? He never, he was just so kind to me always. You know what I mean? And it's just really sad, but. I am very well aware of an incident that took place involving him at an event a few months ago, and the shunning, you know, and whatever. Regardless of that, please just have softness and empathy with the people who loved him and the people who express their emotions of loss.
Yeah.
But also think twice before you just fucking shun somebody. And cancel culture can be toxic. I'm not saying that's what it was, but loneliness is a really dark place. And obviously that was a really painful place for him. And I hope he's with all the flowers and all the greenery. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
It's just always sad to think of somebody young that hurt like
He
that.
was young and he was talented, and I feel it's important to talk about it on this podcast because people go through that. And yeah, regardless of what you heard or what you know, again, he was somebody's son. He was, you know, there's a mother grieving right now. There's friends grieving. And,
just shocking.
and it's a shock to the community.
Yeah.
I hope it brings us together, and I hope we can look past our differences and our issues and spread love and joy to the world. That's what we need to do right now. Not just because of this, but because of that's just, you know, the world's crazy. And I'm sure that there will be more information as time comes. And, you know, there's ways to get help. And again, if you want to fucking talk to us, and we will listen. I'll listen. I think people are wanting to be heard, and I hope people can help you find your, you know, listen to you and you feel heard in this world. And yeah, well, I'll do my best to spread more love and joy, and be careful about the things I say, because you never know how they affect people. Yeah, I don't mean to end it on a dark note, but that's something we should have.
That's just life sometimes.
This is our, you know, we come in here weekly and we experience things weekly, and this literally happened today as we were recording, or right before we recorded. Yeah, man.
He's probably going to be heavy on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, my T's and P's go out to y'all.
Yeah.
And to the city of Lubbock. We lost a great one.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, God bless. Love you guys. One love, and I hope wherever you are, buddy, that you found peace, man. I really do.
With all the greenery, with all the flowers.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see you guys, and yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. We will.